And this is the box. I haven't opened the box yet, and everything is still, intact. And you can see that, the box looks like this. So what I'll do, I'll start opening up from here, and I'm not sure there's going to be another box inside this box, because in the past I had computers which had another box inside this box, but this one should be just one box. So we'll, take a look at it, and we'll see if it's that's it for this box. Okay, so looks like this is going to slide out, and I don't see any other box. Looks like the Chromebook is directly inside this box. So let's slide it out. And there's a power adapter in the box, and so basically that's all we have. If you can see that the box is empty, so I'll just get rid of the box. And here's the power cable and power adapter. Although this is USB-C and you can charge it directly, so you don't have to actually use these. So I'll just set this aside here for now, and then we'll just remove this packing cover. So here we have a small setup guide, although it's very easy to set up a Chromebook. So basically they're just asking me to power the Chromebook first and then start setting up the Chromebook, and then we have a safety and warranty guide. So I'll just set this aside here. So let's start opening up the Chromebook. So it looks like the packaging is very minimal. They haven't spent too much on packaging, and this Chromebook is not expensive at all. This is a budget Chromebook. Okay, so here is what we have, and actually the size is a very good size. It's not too big, not too small, so this is very good for traveling. And the weight of the Chromebook is 2.65 pound or 1.2 kg, so which is almost a very negligible weight. And let's look at the slots, what we have here. So we have mic input, or we have mic output jack, and then we have a micro SD slot, and then we have USB, looks like USB 3, and then we have a micro USB right here, and then on the other side of the Chromebook we have the power button, and we have the volume rocker, and then here we have USB 3, and then USB-C, and then here is the lock slot, or to lock up the Chromebook. So it looks like they are giving lots of slots, which is not bad at all. And the top cover is aluminium, but the other part of the Chromebook is plastic. So let's open this up. Okay, so we have another small brochure or information card, and it just tells you to register your product. And let's remove this here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The keyboards, actually they look like comfortable enough, and the mouse pad is not bad at all, and it can convert to different modes. So for example, you can make it a laptop just like this, and then you can put it into tent mode. So if you do like this, you can, and the hinges and everything looks fairly durable. There's no complaints there. So I'll just power up the Chromebook, and then I'll set it up, and then I'll go through the rest of the video. Hello everyone. So I just connected the Chromebook using a regular power bank, which I have right here. I didn't use the cable or adapter they gave, and it just asking to go through the initial setup. So looks like everything is done here. So let's look at the main screen, which we have right here, and I'll open up a fresh browser. So let's just open up a web page. So let me just see how the touch screen feels like. It's fairly responsive. I cannot see anything to complain about. So let me just go to my YouTube channel here. So I'm looking at one of my videos and full screen, and it just looks fine. I don't see really anything to complain about due to the fact that this is not full HD screen. Because of the smaller size, the screen just looks okay. It's not really a big deal. And
hello everyone, this is Amit.com. Today I'll be sharing my Auckland to Sydney business class trip from
so this is the full screen YouTube video, and this looks just okay. I don't really see this is too much of distortion or anything. So the screen is the screen feels just fine.
These are no lifeline seats.
Okay, so just let me close this one here. So now let me just convert it to tablet mode and see how it feels like. This should be good enough when you are watching a movie on a plane or on a train or when you're traveling. Except that I really don't use tablet mode when I'm at home. So this is just for from time to time when you need that. So if you look here, you can see that there's a heavy bezel, or there's a big bezel right here. So this might be a troublesome for some, but for me this is not really a big deal, but the bezel could have been reduced to give you more screen space. So it looks like that's something what they have here. They have a kind of thick bezel right here, which is reducing your screen space. And then here we have the Google Play Store, and you can basically install any app from here, because now Chromebook can have full access to Google Play Store. In the past, Chromebooks didn't have that. And then here is we have the settings and everything. So I just want to mention that when I was looking at it on the website or on Lenovo website, or I was watching some videos about this Chromebook, it looked a little bit better than when I'm looking at it in person. So I'm gonna have to say that it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look premium version Chromebook as well. It has some sort of economy version feeling. Our budget, it looks kind of budget Chromebook. It doesn't have that premium Chromebook feeling and everything. And even when I'm touching the screen or the keyboard, the keyboards are fine. There's no problem, but it doesn't feel like I'm holding or working on a premium keyboard. But in terms of a budget Chromebook, I think this is just fine, because you get what you pay for, and this should work fine for day-to-day work or for travel. You don't really have to spend a lot of money on Chromebook. so let's look on the back of the Chromebook again. So here are two speakers, and there should be a stereo, but I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that they're stereo. And then again, they were like very generous with all the ports and everything. Okay, so here is something I just found out. It's when you close the Chromebook, it's a little bit hard to open. See, I don't I cannot just open it very easily, so it takes a little bit effort to open. So that can be a designing flaw. It's not too much effort, but it looks like it's not just easy to open right away. And mouse responsiveness is just fine. The screen is okay. It's just the bezel is thick bezel, but it doesn't interfere that much, but definitely it's taking some screen space. So overall, I'm happy with the product due to the fact that this is a budget Chromebook and what you're getting is okay, but definitely you're not going to feel like you're handling a premium Chromebook, which is just fine with me because I have other computers and laptops, so this is just my secondary or optional laptop, so it doesn't have to be a fancy one. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video.